So today we'll be doing linear programming graphical part and how to solve a linear equation. We studied about formulating a linear equation in the video. However, for making graph, as I said at the fag end of the video, that because it's difficult to draw, considering I'm a left-handed but I use mouse with my right hand, it's difficult to draw precisely. So it's better to do it in the notebook where it's much more simple because I am using a pen. So as we created many equations, right, linear equations like this one or um, perhaps this one, these are just equations which don't give us the full story. Okay, we know that this represents maximize, so this is something related to profit. Constraints mean something which we cannot do because there are some limitations in the question. However, at the end of the day, if I'm going to tell somebody that okay, for calculating the maximum profit you can use this equation, and for but the constraints are here, so उस हिसाब से देख लो, there's no benefit in doing this. Giving somebody equations, it's not fruitful at all, but giving someone solutions is definitely fruitful. So for those solutions part of it, we have this which is graphical method and simplex table method. Now graphical method is the first method that we learn. Graphs will look somewhat like this, sometimes like this, sometimes like this, uh, based on the type of question that you're solving. Basically, let's start with some questions and we'll go about plotting them. Let me check which equations I have taken so that I can explain it a little better. Um, this equation has been solved. Yeah, okay. This, no, I haven't solved this. Um, yeah, okay, I have this question here. Great. So this is the whole situation that has been given to us, that we have scrap A and scrap B. Scrap A may we have 30% of X, 20% of Y and 50% of Z. Whereas in scrap B we have 40% of X, 10% of Y and 30% of Z. If we'll add 30 plus 20 is 50, 50, 50, 100, but here 40 plus 10 is 50 and then 30 is 80. We still have 20 remaining. This 20 is supposed to be extra material which may or may not be used by us. So we've been told that scrap A mein this material is there, scrap B mein this material is there in this percentage. Yeah, you can convert, you can keep it in percentage, but preferably convert it and then I'll show you what we did. And we've been given that okay, we need 240 of this, minimum 240 of X, minimum 100 of Y and minimum 290 of Z. And we also have been given the cost, that is 120 rupees per kg and 160 rupees per kg of that material. Let me see if I've plotted them. Where have I plotted those graphs? Yeah, I've plotted them here. Great. Yeah, let me check just once again. This is for 2000 and 1500. This is okay. So yeah, this is the graph for this. So basically we have this equation. I'll take a quick 5-second pause. You can pause the video now and you can create the equations that I showed you there niche. I mean, you've already seen the maximize minimize wala, but other than that you can calculate and think what the constraints should be, what the decision variables should be and all of that. So what will be x1, x2, yeah, x and y, and what will be the minimum. Okay, so I'll continue now. So we have z equal to 120x plus 160y because we have cost per kg, and x is the scrap A, the quantity of scrap A, and b y is the quantity of scrap B. So we have 0.3 of x, then plus 0.4 of y, which is 240. Similarly, 0.2 of x plus 0.1 of y equal to 200 and equal to 100. And here, this constraint we have written here. Now, because there are points here, what we do is multiply by 10 on both sides, and we get these 3x plus 4y 2400 2x plus y equal to 1000 and 5x plus 3y equal to 2900. Equal to and greater than, I'm not going to say greater than again and again. There's this rule that is followed, and this I've mentioned in the previous video as well. When minimization is there, there will always be greater than equal to sign. If there is less than equal to sign, I just realized that I was holding the phone on in my left hand. So okay, let's say we have this here. Perhaps this equation was 0.3x plus 0.4y less than equal to 240. Then what, which shouldn't be the case ever, but if it were, then you multiply it by minus sign, so it would be minus 0.3x minus 0.4y greater than equal to minus 240. Always remember that, convert the sign, it will help you a lot. I'll write this example. Yeah, flipping the hand again. Yeah, so we have that. If you have the ulta sign, but minimize may greater than sign, maximize may less than sign. Okay, now what's the next step? The next step is very interesting, very easy to remember. We basically want 2 points. For a line, we need 2 points, right? And 2 points can be gotten very easily. As I mentioned in the previous video, you just simply substitute 0 here to get one value of x here, and you can substitute 0 here to get one value of y. And you basically get 2 points in a single equation. We want 2 points which satisfy this equation. There are n number of points that can possibly satisfy this equation because infinite solutions again. But one of those is when we substitute 0 here and we get here. So what would we do? 0 idhar kya? So 3x equal to 2400. So x equal to what? 800. So we have 1 point. Let me see which equation we have plotted first so that I can, yeah, okay, we've plotted this first here. If you'll see A, B, C, D, okay, wait, I'll come here. This is a bit kind of messy, but so we have this 800 comma 0, as we substituted y 0 there, we have 800 comma 0. The next point is 0 here, 4y equal to 2400, 600 we have here. So 600 and 800 wala line we connected. Ignore these dots. Okay, I'll draw it again in order to kind of simplify the process a bit. Let me again swap the camera. Do I have place here? Okay, I'll go back. Yeah. Let me hold this essay, and we have. Okay, please don't mind. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Here I'll take till 7 and 8 as well. So we had this 800, 0 and we had this here 600, 0. And then we drew a line. This is much worse than the mouse thing, I believe, but okay, doesn't matter. We write here the equation for firstly make sure that this doesn't go beyond the x-axis, so it will stay on the x-axis. If you remember, we have the non-negativity constraint that x comma y is greater than equal to 0. तो वो 0 के beyond नहीं जा सकता, तो make sure it ends on the axis here, on the point here. But okay, so we write here 3x plus 4y equal to greater than equal to 2400. That's the equation that we have. You should write it क्योंकि बाद में काम आएगा. कैसे मैं बताता हूँ. Okay, we'll go back to the yeah, here. So now we have 2x plus y greater than equal to 1000. So 0 here, so x will be 500. So 500 comma 0, and if we substitute 0 here, y will be 1000. So 1000 comma 0. So पहले sorry 0 comma 1000. पहले तो यहाँ पे 500 किधर होगा? 1 2 3 4 5 are approximately here. 500 comma 0, and we also have 1000, let's say here at some point, and you just kind of draw this here. Okay. Yeah, my bad. So we have 2x plus y greater than equal to 1000. That's another equation, and the final equation will be what? 5x plus 3y greater than equal to 2900. So we have the 5 approximately 570 का कुछ ऐसा point है, and we have the 966 वाला point. I've calculated it somewhere here. I don't know where, but I've calculated around 966 है and then 570 है approximately. So you just go here and let's say here and here somewhere. So you just okay. So that's how we drew the lines. Now these lines are very imperfect, so I'll go back here to somewhat decent lines. So we had this line, we had this line, and we have this line. Now what do? We go back to the equations. Now we substitute both 0 को. तो 0 plus 0 हो जाएगा, right? 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 greater than equal to 2400? Obviously not. 0 is less than 2400, है ना? So मतलब when you substitute 0 and the equation does not satisfy, मतलब अगर यहाँ देखोगे कहाँ है, okay, when we go here, when you substitute 0 here, right, 40 plus 50, that is 0 plus 0, 0 less than 48, it's true. So when it's true, it goes away from origin. When it's false, it comes towards the origin. So ये my pen got stuck. Oh, what did I say again? I think I made a mistake. What was the point that I said? No. Correct. So when it's 0, right? 0 less than equal to whatever. तो मतलब वो अंदर आना चाहिए. If it's true, then वो अंदर आना चाहिए. And if it's false, I think I said the उल्टा. But when it's false, वो ऐसा बाहर जाना चाहिए, बाहर के तरफ. बाहर के तरफ मतलब क्या? तो जो पहली लाइन है वो यहाँ की थी, तो वो ऐसे बाहर जाएगा. करेक्ट, अवे फ्रॉम ओरिजिन, एरिया जो है. सिमिलरली दिस लाइन वाज देयर, ये भी ऐसे बाहर के साइड जाएगा. एंड ये लाइन भी है, वो भी ऐसे बाहर के साइड आएगी. So now if you will see, there is this common area. This common area is very important. From this point to this point, this point to this point, and then this point to this point, D तक. ये 4 पॉइंट जो है वो कॉमन एरिया है, मतलब कॉमन पॉइंट्स है जिसके बियॉन्ड आगे जा रहा है नेगेटिव. जो कॉमन एरिया है सब इक्वेशन में, ये A B C D जो 4 पॉइंट्स मैंने लिखे हैं, उसके आगे वाला जो रीजन है वो नेगेटिव है, मतलब वो हर एक इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. अगर यू विल सी दिस एरिया, राइट, ये एरिया जो है ये इसको सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, इसके ऊपर है, बट देन ये 2 लाइंस के नीचे है. दैट्स व्हाई दिस एरिया इज नॉट टेकन, दिस एरिया इज नॉट टेकन, दिस एरिया इज नॉट टेकन, ओनली दिस एरिया इज टेकन. तो ये एरिया लेने के बाद नाउ देर इज़ द इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टेप ऑफ डिसाइडिंग द ये वैल्यूज़ क्या है वो पॉइंट्स पे. ये वैल्यूज़ अभी मैंने लिखे हैं, बट आई हैड कैलकुलेटेड ईच ऑफ देम हियर. हाउ टू कैलकुलेट? वेल यू सी कि ओके ये पॉइंट तो ईजी है, ये इट्स ऑन द वाई एक्सिस, तो 1000, 0, 1000. ये एक्स एक्सिस पे है तो 800, 0. बट ये 2 पॉइंट्स, राइट, बी और सी जो है वो 2 लाइंस इंटरसेक्ट हो रही है, उनका पॉइंट है बी यहाँ का एंड सी यहाँ का. सी ये लाइन जो है एंड ये लाइन जो है उसका है, एंड बी जो है ये लाइन का है एंड ये वाला लाइन का है. तो एक लाइन कॉमन है बट बाकी के 2 लाइन अलग है. सो यू सिंपली सॉल्व द इक्वेशंस. ये 2 इक्वेशंस को साथ में लेके यू सॉल्व देम. Again, this might be boring agar you know how to solve equations, and it might not be boring if you don't know how to solve. So if you don't know, I'll teach it separately. But then basically you solve, you make I'll quickly say, you make the one of the variables same, then you subtract. If the signs are same, you subtract. तो ये 3y minus 3y कट हो गया, 6x minus 5x will be x, 3000 minus 2900, 100. So x equal to 100, then you substitute. So 200, y equal to 200 plus y equal to 1000. So y equal to 800. You write 100 comma 800. Then you have the other 2 equations. 3x plus 4y equal to 2400. 5x plus 3y equal to 2900. You multiply this by 3, you multiply this by 4. Common हो गया, कट ऐड किया, subtract किया है. So 9x minus 20x is minus 11x. 7200 minus 11600 is minus 400. Minus cancel, x equal to 400. Substitute किया, y equal to 300. And we got these points. Solving the equation है, so I've been a bit fast, but if you want in detail, I'll give it to you later. मिनिमाइज, नाउ मिनिमाइज इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, नाउ द इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट कम्स, ये जो इक्वेशन है वो अभी आएगा. सो 120 इंटू एक्स, एक्स क्या है हमारे पास 4 पॉइंट्स है. सो पहले 0,1000 लेने का कैलकुलेट किया, फिर बी लेने का 100,800, तो 100,800 लिया. देन सी लिया 400 300, वो भी कैलकुलेट करने का. एंड देन डी लिया 800,0, 800 भी कैलकुलेट करा. तो अभी आप देख रहे हो ये अभी इसके लिए हो रहा है, but 1,60,000 and 1,60,000, two similar solutions, and either be 96 96, two similar. So when this happens, you take the lowest. So 96 सबसे कम है because you are minimizing, so lowest. So both points C and D will satisfy the equation. So मतलब हमारा cost minimum रहेगा जब हम, अब क्या है हमारा आंसर 400 300 and 800,0. इसका मतलब क्या है XY. सो व्हेन x इज़ 800, x क्या था हमारा टोटल क्वांटिटी ऑफ स्क्रैप है. तो जब हम 800 ऑफ स्क्रैप ए मंगाएंगे तो हमारा मिनिमम कॉस्ट रहेगा, बट बी हम बिल्कुल नहीं मंगा रहे हैं. एंड दिस माइट बी द बेनिफिशियल वन बिकॉज वी डोंट नीड टू केयर अबाउट द एक्स्ट्रा 20 विच आई टॉक्ड अबाउट, राइट. 0.4 प्लस 0.1 प्लस 0.3 0.8 0.2 जो एक्स्ट्रा आ रहा है उसका हमको सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. बट वी ऑल्सो हैव अनदर इक्वेशन विच इज़ 400 300. तो अगर हम 400 ए बनाएंगे और बी का 300 बनाएंगे तो हमको सेम प्राइस, बनाएंगे नहीं मंगवाएंगे, तो वी विल गेट द सेम कॉस्टिंग. The point is that okay, you might have good relations with Y as well, so you need to give them some commitment. तो इसलिए you ऐसा नाम के लिए भुला दिया 300. तो yeah, that's how you solve. It's very basic. This is how you go about it. Simplex table is quite interesting and very complicated in terms of concepts, but I'll try my best to explain it to you when and if you want it. Then yeah, chalo.